Kelsey Monroe thought her father had been dead for 20 years, but one night, a photo slipped under her door revealed a truth she never imagined. He was alive. And worse, he wasn't the man she thought he was. Stay with me, because what happened next shocked an entire family, tore apart a small town, and left Kelsey facing a choice that no one should ever have to make. Kelsey Monroe, 34 years old, had just finished a double shift at St. Luke's Hospital in Cedar Falls, Iowa. A single mom, exhausted but resilient, she lived for her son Tyler and the quiet moments they shared before bed. That night, when she unlocked her apartment door, she noticed something on the floor. An envelope. No stamp, no handwriting, just her name in black ink. She opened it and froze. Inside was an old, faded photo of her late father, Richard Monroe, standing at the Iowa State Fair in Des Moines, 1993, with a man she didn't recognize. On the back, scrawled words in shaky handwriting. Ask your mother about 1993. Her father had died in a car accident 2 decades ago, or at least that's what she'd been told. Kelsey's hands trembled. She picked up her phone and called her younger brother, Derek. When he saw the picture, Derek's face went pale. That man, I swear I saw him watching me last week, standing across the street from my apartment, just staring. The siblings sat in silence. Something wasn't right. Who sent the photo? And why now? Life in Cedar Falls moved at its usual pace. Football games, neighborhood cookouts, the buzz of small-town life. But Kelsey and Derek felt watched. At Derek's place, parked across the street late at night, was a black pickup truck. No plates on the front. Windows tinted, always gone by morning. Kelsey confided in her best friend, Elena Vargas, who ran the local diner. Elena warned her, "Some things are better left buried, Kels. If your mom kept secrets, maybe she had a reason." But Kelsey couldn't let it go. At her nephew's high school football game, as the crowd roared, Kelsey's eyes drifted across the bleachers. Her heart nearly stopped. The same man from the photo was sitting there, staring right at her. She blinked, looked again. He was gone. Later that night, Derek's apartment was broken into. Nothing was stolen, except the photo. Whoever left it wanted it back. Kelsey and Derek drove to Omaha, Nebraska to confront their mother, Linda Monroe. She lived alone in a quiet suburban neighborhood, never talking about their father. At first, she denied everything. But when Kelsey slammed the photo on the table, Linda's face crumbled. Tears welled up in her eyes. "Your father didn't die in a car accident," she whispered. "He made me lie. He disappeared because he was running from people who would have killed him." Her heart raced. Her whole childhood had been a lie. Derek's anger boiled over. "So you let us mourn a man who's been alive this whole time?" He stormed out, slamming the door behind him. The next morning, Derek was gone. His truck abandoned near a gas station on the edge of town. Panic consumed Kelsey. She filed a missing persons report, but the police brushed her off. They said, "Adults leave all the time." Desperate, she searched Derek's apartment and found a burner phone hidden in a drawer. Dozens of messages. "I know who you are. Meet me in Kansas City. Don't bring her." Kelsey's stomach dropped. Derek hadn't disappeared. He'd been pulled into something bigger.
On the highway, headlights blazed in the rearview mirror. A black pickup truck swerved, trying to run them off the road. Kelsey gripped the wheel, heart pounding, before the truck disappeared into the night. Finally, they reached the warehouse address. Dusty. Abandoned. Inside, Derek's jacket. and taped to the wall, an envelope. Inside, a new photo. This time, of Kelsey herself, taken just 2 days earlier. Shock, fear. Who was watching her? Derek's disappearance was tied to their father. Kelsey finally came face to face with him. Her father, Richard Monroe, the man she'd mourned for 20 years. But instead of tears of reunion, his expression was cold, detached. "You shouldn't have come here, Kelsey," he said. "Where's Derek?" she demanded. Richard sighed. "He's in trouble. The people I used to work with, they took him. He thought he could expose me. He was wrong." Her chest tightened. Expose? For what? And then the second blow came. Richard wasn't the victim. He wasn't hiding to protect them. He had been deeply involved in illegal dealings even after faking his death. He hadn't been protecting the family, he had been protecting himself. Her father wasn't just alive, he was still working with the very people who now held Derek hostage. Richard gave her an ultimatum. "You have 1 week to deliver what I took from them years ago, or your brother disappears for good." Shaken, Kelsey and Elena returned to Cedar Falls. Every memory of her father now felt poisoned. At Linda's house, Kelsey found a lockbox hidden in the attic. Inside, an old brass key and a note written by her mother. "He never wanted you to know." The note didn't explain what the key opened, but it meant something. The days ticked by. No word from Derek, no calls, no proof he was alive. Meanwhile, online forums buzzed with whispers about Richard Monroe, a man faking his death, a man tied to missing money. Kelsey's emotions spiraled between rage and guilt. Should she deliver the key? Should she trust her father? Or was this all a trap? Elena pressed her hand. "Kels, you're stronger than you think. Don't let him break you." The story cuts here, with Kelsey holding the key, staring at the lockbox, whispering, "What are you hiding from us, Dad?" The week came to an end. Kelsey drove to the meeting spot her father demanded, a desolate park on the edge of Kansas City. The black pickup was there. But Derek wasn't. Richard stood in the shadows. "The key, Kelsey." Her hand shook as she clutched it. "Where's my brother?" He smirked. "He'll be safe if you do what you're told." But before Kelsey could respond, sirens blared in the distance. Police swarmed the park. Someone had tipped them off. Richard vanished into the chaos. The pickup peeled away. And Derek? Still missing. Kelsey back in Cedar Falls, alone, staring at the lockbox in her mother's attic. She turned the key, the lid creaked open. Her eyes widened in shock. Kelsey thought the worst day of her life was losing her father, but finding out that he was alive and the enemy shattered everything she believed. Now Derek's fate hangs in the balance, and the truth about that lockbox could change everything. Tell me in the comments, what would you have done in Kelsey's shoes? Would you hand over the key or keep digging? Only subscribers will get to see how this story continues. Don't get left behind. Subscribe now so you never miss the next twist.